All right, this is Lulu. Come on over here, Lulu. Come on. Good girl. This is Lulu. Sit. Good. So she's already been introduced to some of her commands, but she's been working on them for a pretty short period of time. So I thought that I'd use her to be our little example dog today. She's pretty jumpy. She's a miniature poodle, so she's got a lot of energy. And she's used to jumping most of the time, like just, for attention or kind of just it's her normal. And so she's going through obedience training to diminish that behavior. Good girl, but also because they're just very smart and they're very responsive. And so obedience behavior is really good for any dog. Good girl. So I'm just kind of waiting it out with her. I'm letting her know I have treats, but my expectations are kind of high right now. I need her to be a little calm for the video, so I'm only giving her a treat when she's nice and calm, when she's looking at me. My basic commands that I prefer to teach and start dogs with, so this is like a beginner's course on commands, is sit, which we already know. Good girl. Oh, good girl. That's about the only thing that Lulu knew before starting training, and Lulu has a sister, so her sister knew it as well. And if you need to teach a dog sit, who doesn't already know, I'm going to show you how to do it with Lulu. And basically you're going to use your food lures, you're going to use a treat, come on, and then you're going to hold it over their head. Good, good. And as soon as they will hold the sit for just a second, you can give them that treat. Sometimes they'll hold it for literally half a second. And so if that's the case for your dog, they're just totally not able to hold it long enough for you to capture it. When they do sit, give them a treat and just keep working through it. Good job. And they'll start to understand that repeated behavior that you're giving them the reward for, which is them putting their butt on the ground, is the name of the game. And so then they'll start offering that to you, and then you can work on holding it. Good job. Good. Good. And then I like to do down. So make sure you're over here. Make sure the camera can see you. Good girl. So you do a sit first. Good. And you're going to hold the tree right in front of their nose and slowly, good job, slowly drag it down. Now, not all dogs are going to respond the way Lulu does. Some will go only about this far down, and then they'll struggle to get any further. So you're going to give them a treat for that anyway, and start it over. And then the further and further they go, you'll give them that treat. And once elbows totally hit the ground, that's going to be a jackpot, because that means that we did a perfect lay down. Good job, good job. A jackpot is a couple treats in a row. Dogs know how to count to 5 technically, so if you hand them 5 treats in a row, they're going to see that as more and be more rewarding. Good job. I also like to get really excited when dogs do anything right or anything really cool. Good. Good. Down. Good job. Good job. Good girl. So practice your sits. Practice your downs. Good girl. Good job. And if you do have a jumping dog like Lulu, you can use those simple behaviors. No, sit, good girl. You can use that simple behavior to redirect your dog and then reward them for it. And eventually they'll start offering you the sit instead of the jump. Good job, Lulu. So that's what Lulu's parents are going to work on this week, is basically not giving into any of her jumping. So they're going to completely eliminate giving her any type of affection when she jumps. And then they're going to work on these alternate behaviors. So the other thing every doggy should know, right, Miss Lulu, is how to come and how to heel. So the introduction to these is very simple. I'm going to get Lulu across the room here. Good girl, can you sit? Good girl. Come, Lulu, come. Good girl. Ah. Oh, good, yes. I know Lulu is advanced enough that I can ask her for a sit once I get her to me. But your dog might not be as good at that yet. So just get them to come to you. Lulu, come, good girl. And give her the treat for coming. And if your dog is not sitting yet, just give them that treat really low so that they're not enticed to jump on you at all or get too excited. Come. And your dog does not have to be really far away from you to work on this command. They can be really close. It's just a matter of getting them to follow the motion of your body. So you go, come, good girl. Good. And obviously your dog might not know the command come right yet. So what you're going to do is use any other way to get them to come towards you, which might be voices, kissy noises, squeaky sounds. You might have to get a toy out and use the squeaker or use the excitement of the toy to get them to come to you. A lot of the times though, for most dogs, especially if you're already having the treats out, they're going to hear their name or just get redirected towards you, and they're gonna start coming towards you, and then you'll just praise them and give them treats for that. So last, let's introduce heel mode or follow mode, sorry. It's technically a heel, but when you're around the house, you're just gonna work on follow mode. So for you, generally, if you're beginning this command, you're gonna have a treat in your hand all the time. For these little guys, I break them in half. And then you're gonna hold this treat at your side and facing toward the back. And you can just walk around the house holding your treat there. For a small dog, you might have to get a little lower. And when they're in a good position and they're focused, you can give them that treat. Good. So this is just teaching your dog a different body position because they're really used to being right in front of us. And so we want to teach them to come around us. Come on. Good job. But I like to add motion to it because dogs learn much better with motion and movement. Good job. Good. Okay, let's show them how we do this. So this is the general way you'll get your dog into the heel position. I prefer to do it with movement, but if you just wanted to do the basic heel command with your dog, that's totally understandable and feel free to. You're going to use your food lure and make a big circle around your body. So start with your dog sitting in front of you. Make a big circle. Good girl. Out to one side. Good girl. Get it. Get it. Good job. Come on. Good. And then you're going to hook it back up. And this is okay. She's just figuring this out for the first time, so she didn't do a perfect heel, but I'm going to reward her for trying. Good job. I'm going to reward her for trying. And she mostly did it. She didn't end perfectly on a good note, but she mostly got herself into a heel. So I'm going to move up because I think she was afraid of the gate behind us, so we're going to go, good girl, little kitty. Come on. Good girl. And then hook it. Good job. So she's not sitting yet, and we don't have her in the perfect body position. And that's actually why I prefer to do follow mode before teaching a really solid heel command, because it gets dogs to understand what the goal is. Like, what are they asking me for? Which is to have your body in this position. Good, good, good. Good girl. Let me get you a treat. So she totally followed me while I did a circle there, so I'm good girl. So I'm gonna give her a reward. And now we're going to try again because she understood the picture that I was, making for her. I made sure she understood by going in a circle and kind of testing. Is she going to follow me when I move? Good job! And look, she's now offering the behavior. So it's not perfect yet. She's still facing me instead of facing the same direction as me. But I'm just going to keep working on follow mode with her. And she'll start to more and more capture that this is the exact position I want. And then she'll start to offer that more and more. Now, do both, of course. So I can say, good girl, come get your treat. Good. Boom. Hooked her around. Oh, get it. She did a perfect body position, and it only took a couple times of follow mode. So use follow mode to help you get heel down because heel's really hard for dogs. Come on. We're used to rewarding them in pretty much any other position except this, and so this one tends to be really challenging. Good job. No. Good girl. Oh, good job. Wow. So that's essentially what her owners are going to do throughout the week. If she jumps, they're going to deter it, and they're going to give her the opportunity to present a better behavior. And if she does, she can get a reward for that, whether it's a treat or just affection. You're not going to have a treat on you all the time. What are you going to do? You're just going to be calm? I can do that. So she didn't sit or anything, but her typical response would be to jump when you look at her. And so she didn't do that. She just stayed looking at me, waiting for what my next command was going to be. So I'm going to give her a bunch of reward for that. Good girl. And I hope you guys can see her in this video. I'm going to check that right now. And if you can't, Lulu has a sister, so I'm going to use her sister to make a video again if for any reason you can't see Lulu. So let's check. Say bye, Lulu. Say